I had breast cancer.
I had brain cancer.
I had prostate cancer.
I had breast cancer.
I had rectal cancer.
Walking up to ring the bell was, it's just such an amazing moment. I don't know how I can even put it into words.
I work on the second floor, and usually our clinic doors are closed, but you can still hear whenever someone rings the bell over through the doors and everything, and it is the best sound in all of Roswell.
It was signifying I'm speechless. I'm totally speechless.
Even with my chemo brain, I don't think I could forget that on my birthday, I was declared cancer-free, and I rang the victory bell and closed the cancer treatment of my life, and hopefully I never have to go through it again.
Well, when that bell rings, the sound of that bell resonates throughout the hospital, the walls. I believe it escaped into the outer reaches of space.
Reaching up and ringing that bell said, no, not anymore. Cancer doesn't have dominion over me anymore. I'm not beaten because of that. I'm victorious because of that.
Janice was diagnosed at a local hospital, but they realized that her condition needed further care or better care, so that she was flown into the city of Buffalo for further diagnosis. The word used originally, just the word cancer, which scares absolutely everybody. It was really a new frontier for all of us, and something we weren't really used to dealing with at all. In the 2-3 days after Janice was diagnosed with a glioblastoma, we knew instantly that a clinical trial was going to be the answer and the best hope that she had. And that's where Roswell Park comes in. Janice established a goal of getting at least 5 years, and that's what she always said. If I could live another 5 years, my kids would be older, I could see my grandchildren get older, and I could spend time with them. So she got 5+ years out of it, rather than maybe 18 months or 2 years that she would have lived without a clinical trial.
I'm a brain cancer survivor, and I'm riding in the Ride for Roswell with Team Brain Matters. Please help us with your donations. Everything that you donate and give is so helpful to survivors like myself.
Janice finished her original treatment at Roswell. She really wanted to celebrate, but found that there wasn't a common way for everybody to share the same celebration or victory over cancer. So she came up with the idea of the victory bell, because she wanted to give patients a way to celebrate the end of treatment, recovery, the end of a round of radiation or chemotherapy, just a way to celebrate. And it was something that could be heard everywhere in the lobby, and it would bring a smile to everybody's face. It's really cool that, Jan lives on, that she gave something back to the hospital, and it's serving exactly what she intended it to be.
Because I want to make people aware that you could go through something like brain cancer and be strong enough to ride. So that's why I'm passionate about it. I want to wear Survivor on the back of my shoulders, and I have a little license plate on the back of my bike, and letting people know you can do it, that life doesn't stop when you get hit with this diagnosis.
Lighting the torch is going to be hard because, we miss her, and really the whole ride for us participating in the Ride for Roswell was her idea. But I intend to carry it on. I intend to have a team, grow the team, and grow our fundraising goals so we can help other patients, fund clinical trials, take care of other patients, and together we'll find the end to cancer.
Every single researcher here works day in, day out, 24/7, thinking, how can I get what I'm doing here into patients?
so many new approaches, so many new drugs, so many new techniques that allow us to take better care of patients.
Over the last several years, we have started clinical trials using the immune system to fight cancer in many patients.
This is the hope for the future. These innovative clinical trials are based on the science that happens right here at Roswell Park. That's the power of Roswell Park. That's the difference that we bring to the table. That's who we are. That's what we do every day, 24/7.
And the only way we're going to be able to do that is through research funding so that we continue to develop better therapies to treat our patients.
There are a lot of expenses associated with studying those patients, following them carefully, collecting the data, administering the drug, and checking for toxicity. And as you can imagine, that's a very expensive process.
The funds that are generated by the Ride for Roswell are absolutely critical for us to take those next steps, to move that next thing into the clinic, to move that next thing farther along into the lab. Very bright future, but we need the ride. We need those dollars generated.
That's where the resources the Alliance has given us have come in so valuable.
So grateful that people are willing to donate, willing to ride, willing to fundraise, willing to get together and help us defeat cancer.
So at the Celebration of Hope, wherever you're sitting, look to your right, look to your left, look behind you, look around you. I will guarantee your eyes are going to connect with someone who is alive today, who has extended their life because of our clinical trials and because of the innovation at Roswell Park. There is no question about that.
Victory to me is my normal life with my husband and my kids.
It's also a victory for those who have been helping me along the way, including the wonderful doctors here and the staff.
And I see how strong people are that are doing this regularly, and I don't think they get enough credit for the strength that they have to get up and do it day after day. And now I see how strong they are.
I get a chance to see my granddaughter grow. I get a chance to see my great-grandson grow. He's 2 years old.
We need to celebrate even those little things, like I'm finished with my therapy, because hopefully that patient that's not in a positive spot in the time to come will be ringing that bell and we'll be able to celebrate.
Just hearing those bells and knowing that, I made it through so much already, to be able to continue on with my life with all of the support and help from Roswell Park. I just feel blessed.